Did you know there's a man fighting COVID-19 with a mask made out of pure gold? To be filthy rich usually means having the opportunity to easily buy and build many expensive things the majority of us can only dream of. It could be this huge mansion in the hills, or that cool Lamborghini you've wanted for so long. But sometimes, the rich buy things aren't nearly as cool as they are expensive and useless. Some of these purchases completely tip the scales by being everyday objects with a ridiculously expensive price tag on them. Are you ready to see what they are? Here are the 10 most expensive useless things ever created. Make sure you stick through to the end, because the farther we go down this list, the more ridiculous it gets. Number 10. Most expensive COVID mask, $4,000. After the breakout, an Indian businessman requested a special kind of face mask to help him fight the spread of the coronavirus. One worth $4,000 and made out of gold. His bespoke face mask weighs 60 grams in pure gold and took 8 days to make. The owner of the mask, Shankar Kuhad, said he's not sure whether it will be effective in protecting him from a coronavirus infection because it's only a thin mask with tiny pores that help him breathe. Speaking of useless and expensive, this mask is far from the only gold thing Kurhad owns. The real reason he had it custom made has more to do with his fascination with gold. The businessman thinks to wear a kilogram worth of golden bracelets, necklaces, and rings whenever he goes out in public. Number 9. Golden toilet paper, $1.38 million. Now, we're not here to say toilet paper is useless, and by all means, if you want to spend that little extra on the 2-ply, then be our guest. But spending over $1 million on a roll of golden toilet paper you'll only get one use out of just seems a little out of control, don't you think? Well, somebody out there begs to disagree and had this 3-ply roll of toilet paper made using 22-karat gold flakes. It is actually safe for use, though we have no idea who in their right mind would actually try to use it, and is being sold for $1.38 million exactly. So, if wiping your butt with regular $100 bills becomes too shabby for you, why not let those 24-karat gold flakes rub off on your behind and take you to a whole new level of sophistication? Number 8. Lego block, $14,450. A Lego block in and of itself is pretty useless because you'll need several more pieces in order to build something remotely cool. Then again, this one is pretty shiny. This 14-karat gold brick is an extremely rare set Lego gave out in the early 80s. 14-karat solid gold brick that was given out in the early 80s to Lego employees that had worked in the factory for over 25 years and to some of Lego's business partners at the time. Someone had this awesome idea to gift them a golden Lego block worth $14,450 to show the company's gratitude. And while it's certainly a valuable token, it's equally as useless all on its own. Number 7. Diamond contact lenses, $15,000. They say our eyes are the windows to our souls, so you might as well glam them up with a ridiculously expensive pair of diamond contact lenses. A lot of us rely on our glasses and contact lenses for better eyesight, and while many cool signature brands can be bought when it comes to glasses, someone must have thought things looked a little dull on the contact lens side of things when they came up with this $15,000 pair of contacts featuring 18 diamonds. Indian optometrist Chandreshkar Chauhan originally created these lenses to match his wife's jewel-encrusted teeth. Later on, he had around 3,996 pairs made, making these lenses extremely exclusive. Be it as it may, that's one hell of a price tag when you could just get laser surgery for instead. Before we move on to our next most useless and expensive item, we have a quick challenge that'll just take 5 seconds to complete. So, here's the deal. Leave us a like, smash that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. You'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Try it. It actually works. Number 6. Teabag, $15,000. If there's anything more unsettling than a $15,000 pair of contact lenses, it's a $15,000 tea bag. Next to water, tea is one of the most inexpensive drinks any person can afford, except for this little tea bag right here. This diamond-encrusted tea bag was made to commemorate PG Tips' 75th anniversary, and yes, it's got actual tea leaves inside and can still brew tea. However, it is covered in 280 diamonds you may not want to throw into the bin after use. Thankfully, its purpose wasn't solely celebratory, as it was later used to raise money for a children's charity in Manchester, England. So perhaps it wasn't that useless after all, but expensive for sure. Number 5. Gold Diamond Bugatti Toy, $2.93 million. You might have heard crazy stories of gold-plated supercars, and more specifically, the golden Bugatti Veyron owned by some of the world's richest. And while they're quite an expensive way of getting from A to B, here's one toy Bugatti that costs more than its life-sized version. This is a solid gold, diamond-accented 1/18th scale Bugatti Veyron built by Robert Gulpen and Stuart Hughes. It costs $2.93 million, while an actual Veyron costs only around $1.7 million. Most would describe this as extreme and unnecessary consumerism, but the makers of this ornament prefer to use the words luxury craftsmanship on their website. That's right, in case you wanted to purchase one of these 3 expensive and utterly useless golden toy Bugattis, you could pretty much add them to your cart like you would like any other Amazon product. Number 4. Nita's Golden iPhone, $48.5 million. If you thought your phone was expensive, think again. New iPhones cost in excess of $1,000, which is a lot of money for most people, but not for Nita Ambani, wife of Indian business magnate Mukesh Ambani. Nita is the proud owner of a customized $48.5 million iPhone 6. The device is made from 24-karat gold and is studded with a huge pink diamond on the back, not to mention its platinum coating and high-end anti-hacker protection. However, while diamonds and gold make for a timeless phone design, Apple has stopped updating iOS versions for the iPhone 6 and below, making this one far less useful than today's iPhone 11. So, unless she can persuade Apple to give her a custom update, poor Nita is stuck with the old system. Oh well, it's not like she couldn't afford a new phone anyway. Number 3. Ruby and Diamond Pen, $600,000. Like most items on this list, this pen is about as shiny as it is useless. Sure, we all need a pen these days, but if you're like most of us, you're probably borrowing one from a colleague or getting the cheapest one from the bookstore. What you're not doing is covering your pen in so many rubies and diamonds it hurts the eyes. However, this exquisite pen on offer by MS Rao Antiques is adorned with 150 carats of invisible set Burma rubies and 15-karat diamonds. The pen is also handcrafted using a body from platinum and 18-karat white gold. So, if you want something a little bit more elegant for your signatures than the average dollar pen, or just wanted to buy something that's miles away from being as useful as it is expensive, this $600,000 ruby and diamond pen is it. Number 2. Magnetic Floating Bed, $1.2 million. They say a good night's sleep is priceless, but we beg to differ, especially when it comes to this magnetic floating bed. This bed uses magnets to help it levitate 1.3 feet off the ground. So yes, you're literally sleeping in the air. The mattress is so powerful, it can even hold up to 2,000 pounds. Be prepared to remove all other electronics and metal objects from your bedroom, and don't even think about texting in bed. How does it work? It's basic physics, really. By placing one row of enormous, industrial-strength magnets in opposition to each other, the ends repel one another, sending the bed hovering above the ground. This little science experiment will set you back $1.2 million. And, no, a mattress is not included. So, it floats, and it sure looks dope. But should a good night's rest cost you this much? We'll let you decide. Number 1. Cricket Ball. And finally, here's one expensive cricket ball you'll never be able to play with, making it practically useless. In 2007, Gitanjali Gems Limited was hired to create very special cricket balls to be awarded to India's best cricket players. Each ball happens to hold 5,728 30-karat diamonds encrusted upon a fine blend of 82.2 grams of gold and pure crystal. Speaking of expensive and useless, none of these are ever likely to see a bat, making them little more than a shiny piece of shelf decoration. And that's it for the 10 most expensive, useless things ever created. Do you agree with our list? Or can you think of something even more useless and expensive? Let us know in the comments below. And if this video blew your mind, you should definitely check out our videos on 10 most expensive birds and most expensive dog breeds in the world.